Module 7 will introduce you to the Office of Education and briefly describe our grant programs, student opportunities, partnerships, and outreach efforts. We recommend watching Module 1 prior to viewing this presentation as it provides an overview of NOAA education and gives useful context for this module and other modules in this series. NOAA's Office of Education provides advice and counsel to the Undersecretary of Commerce for Oceans and Atmosphere, also known as the NOAA Administrator, in matters pertaining to education. This office offers competitive education grants and establishes partnerships to integrate NOAA science into formal and informal education. This office also provides scholarships and collaborates with universities to prepare the brightest minds from diverse backgrounds in NOAA-related fields. Lastly, this office helps coordinate educational activities across NOAA and with external partners to ensure that all these efforts are effective and are continually improved. The Office of Education's major activities in formal and informal education include internal and external coordination, 2 major competitive grants programs, the Environmental Literacy Grant Program and the Bay Watershed Education and Training Program, and outreach for education. Internal and external coordination. The Office of Education leads and supports the NOAA Education Council in all related efforts such as education working groups, education evaluation efforts, and many others. It also represents NOAA in federal interagency education initiatives. These activities also include managing NOAA's education web portal, noaa.gov/education, and NOAA's Outreach Center. The Environmental Literacy Program supports grants and partnerships that inform, educate, and inspire a diverse pool of educators, students, and the public to use science to improve stewardship of ecosystems and increase resilience to environmental hazards. These strategic investments support individual institutions and networks of institutions and people in carrying out formal and informal education activities at local, regional, and national levels. The program includes the Environmental Literacy Grant Competition, the longest standing and most comprehensive national funding opportunity focused on environmental literacy. The Bay Watershed Education and Training Program, or BWET program, is an environmental education program that promotes locally relevant, experiential learning in the K-12 environment. The primary delivery of BWET is through competitive funding that promotes meaningful watershed educational experiences, or MIWEs. BWET currently serves 7 areas of the country, including California, Chesapeake Bay, Great Lakes, Gulf of Mexico, Hawaii, New England, and the Pacific Northwest. Coordination of the BWET program is handled by the Office of Education, but regional programs are managed by field offices in NOAA's Fisheries and Office of National Marine Sanctuaries. To learn more about the BWET program, please view Module 6. Our outreach for education activities include the management of NOAA's Education Web Portal and the management of NOAA's Outreach Center. NOAA.gov/education is NOAA's web portal to the agency's education resources. Although the site is managed by the Office of Education, contributions come from across the agency's offices and programs representing the full breadth and depth of resources in support of STEM education and environmental literacy. NOAA's Outreach Center promotes environmental literacy, community resilience, and increased awareness of NOAA by providing guidance, planning, and material support for outreach events for targeted audiences. The Outreach Center staff coordinates the agency's presence at major educational conferences and events, such as those hosted by the National Science Teachers Association, the National Marine Educators Association, and Association of Science Technology Centers, as well as STEM promotion events for the public, such as Earth Science Week and the USA Science and Engineering Festival. Contact the Outreach Center for guidance and information on upcoming events. The center staff also responds to requests for information and resources from formal and informal educators, students, researchers, emergency services personnel, and NOAA employees. They welcome contributions of educational materials from line offices and programs for sharing with these audiences. The Office of Education's major activities in higher education include the Educational Partnership Program with Minority Serving Institutions, also known as EPP-MSI, and the Hollings Undergraduate Scholarship Program. The Educational Partnership Program with Minority Serving Institutions, or EPP-MSI, has a goal to increase opportunities for students, especially those from underrepresented communities, to pursue applied research and education in atmospheric, oceanic, environmental sciences, and remote sensing technology in support of NOAA's mission. EPP-MSI works towards its goal through several linked avenues. First, the program supports NOAA's 4 Cooperative Science Centers, or CSCs, at minority-serving institutions, and each focuses on different NOAA research topics. For instance, the Living Marine Resource Cooperative Science Center is based at the University of Maryland Eastern Shore and focuses on research, management, and public policies that support the sustainable harvest and conservation of our nation's living marine resources. The Center for Coastal and Marine Ecosystems is based at Florida A&M University and focuses on developing the natural and social science tools for integrated assessments of ecosystem health in support of coastal and environmental decision-making. The NOAA Center for Atmospheric Science is based at Howard University in Washington, D.C., and focuses on education and weather research with an emphasis on air quality, climate, environmental health connections. And the Cooperative Remote Sensing Science and Technology Center is based at the City College of New York and focuses on student education, training, and research in remote sensing, including sensor development, satellite remote sensing, ground-based field measurements, data processing and analysis, and modeling and forecasting. The CSCs include over 20 partner institutions in 10 states, Puerto Rico, and the District of Columbia. Second, EPP-MSI also supports students directly through scholarship programs, which are available to both undergraduate and graduate students. This work supports NOAA's Education Strategic Plan to build a diverse and highly skilled future workforce that pursues careers and disciplines that support NOAA's mission. More than 70% of EPP-MSI graduates are from underrepresented groups, and over 1,200 peer-reviewed publications have resulted from student research. This program meets the demand for increased capacity of students trained in sciences related to NOAA's mission. Third, the Graduate Research and Training Scholarship Program began in 2014 and leverages the initial investment made by NOAA in the CSCs. Graduate scholars at CSCs conduct a discrete research internship activity at a NOAA lab or facility that is completed in 1 or 2 years. The research opportunity serves as the basis for a master's thesis or PhD dissertation and makes a meaningful contribution to the NOAA mission. Fourth, the EPP-MSI Undergraduate Scholarship Program provides scholarships for 2 years of undergraduate study to rising junior undergraduate students majoring in science, technology, engineering, and mathematics fields that directly support NOAA's mission. Participants conduct research at a NOAA facility during 2 paid summer internships. Between 2001 and 2015, over 186 students have completed the program, and over 75% go on to graduate school. Approximately 8 EPP-MSI undergraduate scholars are selected each year. Finally, the Ernest F. Hollings Undergraduate Scholarship Program provides undergraduate scholars with awards that include academic assistance and a paid full-time internship position during the summer at a NOAA facility. The Hollings Scholarship increases undergraduate training in oceanic and atmospheric science, research, technology, and education, and fosters multidisciplinary training opportunities. Approximately 120 Hollings scholars are selected each year. After watching all 7 recordings, we hope you have a better sense of how education works within NOAA. We also hope that you now have the information you need to find out more about specific programs offered by NOAA. Please take a few moments to fill out a survey regarding this module. We welcome suggestions for improving this and other modules. The link is available on the YouTube page for this video presentation and can be used for any of the NOAA education modules.